Hello everybody out there in YouTube world. I am the homie No Cash. Yep, the one and only. If there's another, he's the phony because you already know me. Yeah, listen man, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm feeling pretty good today, man. Early today I had a bit of some mixed feelings. I know that y'all see the caption of this video. The devil is busy all day long, but guess what? God is good all the time. That's what the caption says. And I chose that caption for a reason today. I wanted to take this opportunity to say, giving honor to God, who's truly the head of my life, all right? I choose to do the righteous, godly thing in my life, so that means God is the head, and so I want to give reverence to God first in this video. I also want to say thank you from the top of this video to my brother Brian Braddock. Salute to you for letting me know that I needed to go in a direction for a job. Salute to you, Isha Graham, my wife, my Nala, my queen, for actually making sure that she took the initiative to take me to that job and get me to fill out the application on a day that I was wanting to put it off and wait. She made sure that she pushed me to make sure I get it done, and we got it done. And so I want to say thank you to you. I want to say thank you to Miss Debbie and Mr. James. Y'all know who y'all are. But that's from the top of this thing. I want to start by saying the devil is busy all day long, but God is good all the time. I want to use that as a topic of this video because I'm going to take this opportunity to share something with y'all that's going to really, I hope, that it don't fall on deaf ears, and I hope that you all can take and learn a lesson from negativity or turbulence in my life. You know, when you do things wrong in your life, or when adversities come in your life, or failure, or error, or even sin, when you do something wrong, there's a blessing in that. And the blessing is that you could see where you went wrong and get it right. And I don't want to talk about others today. And I'm going to stand clear of putting anybody else out there or anybody else's business out there, but my own self, right? The devil was busy with me today. And I want to take this opportunity to not be long-winded about it, but I think I can show y'all something. I woke up knowing that I had a job interview today. I knew that my life was on a positive, optimistic path, and I felt it, you know, and he who feels it knows it. And so me and Isha, we've been talking about it for the past week, you know, very excited. She's even more excited than I was, you know. And so the thing is, I just wanted to make that clear that I was already on a good, positive frequency. But let me show y'all something, man. When you're at the brink of something great in your life, just when you're at the doorstep of ushering in a new for yourself, a positive new, a refreshed new, I want y'all to know that the devil gets busy right at that time. And I don't want to sound cliche or too religious, although I am very spiritual. But I will say, when most spiritual people speak about, well, when most religious people speak about the devil, I'd like to relate it into negativity. So let's just keep it, you know, on even playing field. Negativity came up against me today in a major way, trying to get at me and disturb the good thing that God had provided for me, right? And so just before I was getting ready to go to getting dressed to go to my interview, negative energy came at me in a major way from all different angles. It came at me from a few different angles. And I won't put the angles out there because it's not about the angles. I'm trying to show y'all how you deal with negativity. And first I'm trying to show you when negativity comes at its finest, soon as you're about to be blessed. So I'm getting dressed. Just before I shot the video for y'all earlier, when I got dressed and I said I'm going to a job interview. If you didn't see that video, please go back and check that one out. But I actually went in there dealing with the negativity, and I let the negativity succumb me, for a better choice of words. And so what I'm going to say is, when you let the devil misuse you, it's nobody's fault but your own. And I'm not here to name the blame or say the negative energy that came up against me that it's its fault. No, I'm not naming no blame. I'm taking responsibility. And I'm showing y'all that I allowed temporarily the negative energy to misuse me and get me sucked up in a whirlwind, right? And temporarily, the devil won the battle, or the negative energy won the battle. But when I went in that room and I got dressed and I thought about what the direction that I wanted my life to go, and I put my frequency on a positive, optimistic vibe, I began to feel good again. And I began to see through the trick that the devil uses and how he works in secrecy. So, long story short, I rushes off, get to the job, and I'm sharing this with y'all because this is, you can't make this story up, bruh. I go to the interview. I meet with Mr. James. We have a great interview. I find out that Mr. James is the father of the young man that I met at the Cardboard Box Tent City with the event that Family, I forget their name, Family Promise put on at Wilson High School the other night. His son came up to me 4 different times, and he was telling me he had a podcast and that he really wanted to work with me, and he was very serious. And this guy, this is a young guy, and he was very serious. And so I took him serious, and I told him when he get his stuff together to reach back out to me, and I would definitely get on the podcast with him. And so, long story short, I left the young man and didn't get any information from him. I didn't get any numbers. We didn't exchange anything. I go into the interview today, and I come to find out that Mr. James is that young man's father. My supervisor is that young man's father. So another lesson I want to teach y'all. You see how if you treat people wrong, you don't know who's watching you. You don't know who's who. If I would have dealt with his son in a negative manner or in a bad way, then guess what? That could have messed me up for this interview. But I want to tell y'all something. When I left the interview, I felt very good about it. I don't want to say much about the interview or Mr. James. I just want to say I appreciate the opportunity to be able to work there. But long story short, I leave and I come back to the negative energy that I had experienced prior to that. And even though I didn't feel like I did anything wrong, and even though I didn't feel like I was the one that should have apologized for anything, I took the bigger route. And I went back and I did some apologizing in every negative error that came up against me. And I apologize not because I did anything wrong. I apologize for my contribution to the turbulence, to the BS, all right, to the negative energy, because it couldn't have did what it did by itself. So I would say I went to all of those dark places, right, and I shed a little bit of light. And I said, I apologize, and I'm not going to let that thing happen to me again, even if it comes to me by you. So just know that, and I apologize to you. I apologize to you, and I apologize to you. And so I wanted to show y'all that I didn't blame or get mad at the people who brought that negative energy to me. I quickly saw the negative energy. I saw the devil in it. And I saw how the devil can use people in a mighty way to try to mess your day up. It's not the person. The battle is not with flesh and blood. It's with principalities and spirits in high places. Okay? So I just want to show y'all that I dealt with those dark places with light. I went back and I shed light. Before, I put darkness on darkness. I fought fire with fire. And when you fight fire with fire, that just creates a forest fire. And that don't really solve anything. So I went back and I put light in those dark places. And I want to show y'all that at times when you're just about to, on the brink of your greatness, on the brink of your success, I want you to realize too how busy the devil is. I want you to stop, take a breath, think, and reevaluate the situation. Because let me tell you something. You can't control how negative energy come at you or how people come at you, but you sure can control your reaction, right? And that's what I had realized. And I thought that, you know, it begins with the thought. As a man thinketh, so is he. You think it, you speak it. After you speak it, you do it. After you do it, that's your character. Your character determines your destiny. And so I want y'all to know that when you're on the brink to greatness, negative energy gonna come at you from every which way. And this is just a small perspective of it right here, which is dealing with one aspect of my life, getting a job, right? And I was very happy and still is happy about going to this job interview, right? But I could have let the devil steal my joy. And he almost did, until I changed my thought process. And when I changed my thought process, my whole frequency changed. And I felt good again. And I felt good enough to go back and apologize in places where I didn't even feel like I did anything wrong. And I just wanted to share this with y'all, that because a lot of times when we let temporary feelings and emotions cause us to make permanent decisions in our lives, it's very hard to undo some of what we do by allowing those feelings and emotions to drive us, okay? So just coming on here, man, to let y'all know that today was a great day for me. And yes, the devil is busy all day long, but God is good all the time. I didn't let the devil win, all right? And I don't want to sound cliche. You know, it's just like a radio station. When things get bad and go wrong in your life, or turbulence, or sin, or negative energy, or bad things, or oppression, or depression, or whatever comes your way, you can quickly change that station right there now. Because it's impossible to think good thoughts and feel bad. It's impossible to think good thoughts and feel bad. Just like it's impossible to think bad thoughts and feel good. Somebody out there gonna resonate with me, all right? It all starts with your thoughts. And so I just want to let y'all know, man, you know, don't let the devil trick you or trick you off your situation. Don't let the devil steal your joy, because it came at me, negative energy came at me in a major way today, but it did not win. Now, let me tell y'all something. I left the job not knowing whether I had a job or not. But this is how good God is. Just before, while I was setting up my video right here, out here where I'm set up at to do what I was about to do for y'all, I got a phone call. And the phone call was pertaining to my driver's license number and a background check. And I was told that if everything go well with the background check and my license history is straight for the past, I think 10 years, then I'm gonna be hired for the job. So I'm gonna go ahead and claim that. You know what I'm saying? Because faith the size of a mustard seed can move a mountain. And I know my background is not so squeaky clean when it comes to my background check, but as far as my driving history, it's A1. And they already knew everything I was faced with as far as what I went to prison for. So I just want to say, man, I'm very, very, very excited about that phone call. And I can honestly say, I got a job. And the devil almost stole that joy from me, y'all. I could have let everything, I could have got so much caught up into that negativity that I was late. I could have let everything happen because of my own thought process. But I feel so good right now, man. I could jump up in the air and click my heels 2 times. I think I could do it. Let me see. 2 times, y'all, I did it. You see what I'm saying? Don't let the devil steal your joy. The devil is busy all day long, but God is good all the time. Once again, I am the homie No Cash, signing off with a big 10-4. Over and out. Peace and love. Y'all stay well and be blessed. And remember, the best is yet to come.